right, action taking. So one thing I want to talk about with action is that
First of all, we'll say, my biggest saying with action is that the bullshit line of knowledge is power. Knowledge don't mean jack shit if you don't take action, because guess what, guys? We all know how to lose weight. There is millions and millions of videos, education, podcasts, YouTube, documentaries on how to lose weight. But then why are you still fat? Because you didn't take action.
That's exactly right.
And that's all it comes down to. Take the action, won't be fat anymore.
Let's ask that question again. Why didn't you take the action? We had a launch, and our team and you were absolutely on fire. But then
can we just please just remember what Bo just said then? Our team and you. Did you notice that Bo was not part of that equation? Because our team and you.
I showed up to the launch.
He showed up.
You run the ads. I do the work. So.
Take that back right now. There are times that I feel fat and gross and yuck, and I'm not feeling inspired and happy. I'm not confident all the time. Sometimes I might have a couple of shitty things happen to me.
But you're happy with yourself.
I'm happy, yeah. But there might be a couple of things
that... You don't need validation from other people.
I don't need validation from other people. There's a couple of things
and you're not insecure.
Oh my God. I'm going to kill you.
What is up, crew, and welcome to another episode of Spill the Tea with Bo and Kirsty. Bo Drury and Kirsty Waddingham. What's up, Kirst?
Well, you're looking sight for sore eyes.
I'm looking a bit gangster.
You're looking a bit wow. Like, we've got orange Crocs on. We've got some pants that's got some red love hearts. So it's a broken heart. What happened to you? What happened to you over there? We've got some sun. Then we've got pink. Oh, we've got love. We've got pink top, black top. We've got the Versace. We've got Versace glasses, Versace sunglasses. And then we've got a hat with all the logos.
Yeah, there's a bit going on today.
What was your inspiration for today's outfit? I'm just wondering.
Well, just all sorts.
All sorts, like a bag of all sorts.
Yeah, feeling like a bag.
You're feeling a bag of all sorts. All right.
Also,
sweet.
For me, in the studio, these eyes, like when we sit.
These eyes.
These eyes. These ones here.
These eyes.
These eyes.
Baby, if you want to put your sunglasses back on, feel free.
I will
to.
later. As you can see, it's nighttime outside from the from the windows behind us. All right. So today we're all going to talk about. We are, me and you, Bo and Kirsty and Bo, action taking. And I just want to start off by saying you're the action taker in this you're a machine, you're an animal. I've seen you, I mean, when you gave birth to Harvey, you cooked dinner that night.
I know, for the family.
Yeah,
for everyone. I came home.
Yeah.
I was like, cool, I've had the baby. Can I get discharged now? These two got to wait at least 2 hours. I was like, okay. The moment 2 hours was up, I was at home. I was cooking dinner. I was good to go. I would later, though, realise that I was just a trauma response. So
keeping busy,
keeping busy, doing the shit.
Can't slow down. Can't be in the head.
Yes.
Can't be in the heart.
So
can't be present.
I am an action taker. Definitely an action taker. There is, like you would say, pros and cons to everything.
Of course.
Because,
duality.
Duality. And my action taking is obviously so, I don't like
our business wouldn't be where it is if you weren't.
100%.
But also that you're working on a lot this year and over the last couple of years is not working to burnout.
Yes.
Where some people have procrastination, other people have burnout issues. So it's like, how do you find a happy medium? I know you hate the word balance because balance isn't real, because what happened last week? We had a launch and our team and you were absolutely on fire. But then
can we just please just remember what Bo just said then? Our team and you. Did you notice that Bo was not part of that equation? Because our team and you.
I showed up to the launch.
He showed up to the launch.
You run the ads. I do the work. So.
Take that back right now.
I do different sorts of work. Hey. If we really want to go into it...
Okay, we do. We do, don't we, guys?
This is going to be a bit of a heated episode.
Ooh.
But I do a lot with Harvey and I do a lot of cleaning.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You are the world's best dad. You're the world's best cleaner. But what I would like to say here, guys...
Just pick the damn towels up.
What I want to say here
the washing.
is this. I want to say this. Bo only gets shit from me when he comes at me at things in the business that he does not do. You don't see me complaining to you about how come you didn't fold the towels properly, or why did you not put the washing away this way, or why did you not hang it up. I would understand. You have every right to have a go at me.
Yesterday you threw how many suitcases on the bed and then got what you needed and walked out.
Because I had to get to the next level.
By the way, can I just say, we travel the world. We're a traveling world family, and Kirsty has 2 suitcases, and the rest of us only have another.
You chime in. You use some of my space. Don't come out here and think you don't use my space.
I probably put a couple of hats in your bag.
You put more there.
Anyway.
I have to say, on that hat thing, Bo has more hats than I even own shoes or underwear, I think.
Yeah, I like my hats. Well,
so yeah, action.
All right, action taking. So one thing I want to talk about with action is that
First of all, we'll say, my biggest saying with action is that the bullshit line of knowledge is power. Knowledge don't mean jack shit if you don't take action, because guess what, guys? We all know how to lose weight. There is millions and millions of videos, education, podcasts, YouTube, documentaries on how to lose weight. But then why are you still fat? Because you didn't take action.
That's exactly right.
And that's all it comes down to. Take the action, won't be fat anymore.
Let's ask that question again. Why didn't you take the action? Like, why do you not do the thing that you keep complaining about? You know how to get the result. And that's right. Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes it can be...
I thought you were saying to me, like, how come you didn't take the action? Like, you're fat. And I was like, are we really going there? Are we going there?
I could do. No, I'm not. But for some people, though, it is like... Some people, it might be like... They've never been to a gym before and they've never dieted before. So their habits are so deeply ingrained that they actually don't know. But it doesn't take a freaking...
That's bullshit.
I know, but it doesn't take it doesn't take a freaking genius to know that go for a walk, run, eat less.
Eat less than you consume.
Or eat healthier.
Eat less calories so you can lose weight.
Yeah.
Unless you have a real health issues for the reason why you're stuck on the weight, but then go and educate yourself to take control. You have control, guys.
Well, we have internet and YouTube these days, but even back in the day, you had books or you could go friends. Like, if you really wanted something enough, and this is where I see people take it action and we be success. Like, if you wanted it enough, you go down to a gym and you just start asking questions. Like, oh, yeah, I want to do this. Or you'd get on a thing, you'd ask a question. Because I'm a question asker. Like, you know me. I would literally ask questions even when I know the answer sometimes.
Oh, I'm so glad you admitted that. No. Oh, shit.
Sometimes...
it drives me insane. I'm like, Bo, you know the answer. Why are you asking? And the best thing...
I know a lot. Like, we walked in and these cameras were here. And I was like, oh, he said they're Luminix. And I was like, oh, is that a Panasonic brand? I know so much random information.
He knows, like, this is the other day, he said to me, hey, remember when we went here, we'd be driving, every time we're driving, Bo's like, oh, this place, and I'm like, oh my God, just shut up, I don't need to know all these things. And then he goes to me, oi, remember when we were here? And I said, no, I don't, because I have important things to remember. You don't have important things.
We went on Google the other day to look at a restaurant we're going to, and there was just like, the only photo of it was like a window on the side of the building, and I knew exactly in Dubai where that was, the exact street. And
because he has a lot of time to know these things.
Shut up.
He has a lot, man, it must feel so good.
Take action, boss, and
Bo's motto is like, support the wife that takes so much action so I have this nice life. Yes?
Oh, well, I look after the kids.
You look after the kids.
And I cook.
You cook, you clean. You do all the things that I don't like. And that's why we work.
I'm an acts of service too. Like, I'm like, hey, like, do you want a massage? Or can I, like, help you? Or what do you need? I'll go out and get this done. Like, I'm doing all the stuff for our visas today and all that sort of stuff.
And that's the stuff, do you know what? And I'll just say this to everyone, like, this is the stuff that I really don't like doing in life is actually real life things. And that's where I actually find that you're really good at.
When I met you, I hate putting petrol in the car. It is such a waste of time. Where I'm like, I'd love to just drive down to the petrol station, take the dog or the kids and go get some fuel and come home. Like, it's like a nice little fucking outing for me.
That is a waste of my fucking time. It is a waste of my time to go down and fill up my car. Bo, do you know how long it would take?
I bet a lot of entrepreneurs think like that, though.
It would take Bo. The house is like 500 meters down the road. Petrol station's just there.
I'd probably stop, have a chat.
Bo will come back in an hour. I'm like, what did you do? It's like, I filled up the car. I'm like, and what? Like, and what else happened in that time? Oh, then I seen blah, blah, blah. Then I talked to the shop attendant. Then Nana fell over or something and I helped her. Like, so much random things would happen. And I'm like, that is just an absolute waste of time. Yes, I do not like to fill up the car petrol. I hate grocery shopping. That's another thing.
I love grocery
I love to have the
like
food
an
in the
outing.
house. I love the house to be clean. I do not like doing the things to do those things.
But most rich people, most entrepreneurs want less decision making and less just working on the business, and then
we are like, I talk about decision fatigue all the time, and this is why, again, with action taking, I choose the actions that are going to get me closer to my goal, to bring in more money, more impact for my clients. I want to avoid decision fatigue. It's the same reason why I have 3 of the same pair of tights. I wear the same shoes. I wear the same outfit. I wear the same top to bed every night, my Bo t-shirt or your Drake t-shirt. I wear the same stuff every single night because I'm trying to avoid decision fatigue. So I make so many decisions, you do all the other stuff. And that's where I think also you and me align so well, because you do the things that I really don't like doing. And I do all the things that you don't like doing.
that's exactly
And
right.
you are very good. What is crazy about you and the situations that you're so good at the life things, like the visas, that is so overwhelming for me. Anything actually real life, business wise, I can deal with anything that's to do with the business. When it comes to registration for the business, I don't like doing that. When it comes to doing the visas, because I think I've got to get on the phone and talk.
I also love being on stage. I love being
You're very good
part
at,
of the,
you're center stage.
I love coaching.
Yeah, you love coaching. You're a great coach. You love center stage.
Yeah.
You know, these are the things that you're super, super good at. And you love social,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I'd run social events
Yeah.
all day.
But
long.
so you would take a lot more action.
hire-
You take action for the things that fill up your cup. I take action for the things that fill up my cup.
like doing things for the retreats and
Yeah.
our events and things like that, and make it amazing.
100%.
But let's go into action taking. So I've got a few friends that I consider to be so intelligent. Very business minded. I know a few people that are really, really super intelligent, and they lack the action taking. Now, would the action taking come from confidence? Would it come from a belief system? Would it come from fear?
Yeah.
Right?
Fear of being seen, fear of being heard, fear of failure,
fear of
of
actually
success,
having the success
Yep.
and then having to deal with
fear
it.
of having to deal with rejection.
Yep.
There's so much reasons why people don't take action.
Yep. And I'm like, there's always going to be someone who overtakes you that is just taking more action than you. There's people out there less intelligent, less knowledgeable, less finances, less resources, but they're getting up every single day and stopping at nothing to having the goal, right? And
Can I just talk on that for 1 second?
yeah.
I was in PT school when I was pregnant with Noah. So Noah is nearly 15, so nearly 15 years ago. I was pregnant with Noah. I gave birth to him 1 month after I finished that course. And this was, 5 days a week at Australian Institute of Fitness with 30 other fitness instructors who didn't have kids. I had a 5-year-old as well, didn't have, kids. They had everything at their fingertips. Now, quite a few of them ended up dropping off. When I finished that course, I was like, I'm going to be the top. I'm going to be the best. That's how I am. I've always been that type of person. After I got that, I moved to Kalgoorlie, started up my own PT business. Then I was like, hey, what's next? I'm always a what's next person. I look back at my posts and it's always like, I've been talking the same game for many, many years. I have the same mindset since I was such a young person with, pregnant with Carson. Now, my personal training, my course, over people that did science degrees, sports science degrees, all that kind of stuff, and people that had no commitment, nothing holding them back. I got to work in the mines, and then I got to be an offshore. Then I got to run the whole of offshore in the fitness, health and wellness. That was action. That was insane action. That was me putting myself in the best rooms. That was me asking for it. There was no reason for any of those people there that had no kids, nothing to hold in them back. They chose not to do that. I think half of them didn't even become personal trainers, and they actually do the qualification that they came with. I've always taken action. It's action that's got me in the places. It's my mindset that's got me into the places.
And what's the drive behind the action? So what's the main drive? Like, what makes you such an actionable person compared to someone who procrastinates or considered lazy?
I love it.
I don't know. I
love it.
I don't take lazy, Like, I think, like, some people even admit they're lazy, but if you go deeper, it's always some sort of fear or conditioning.
It's comfort zone. Not wanting to get out of it.
Yeah,
it's
comfort
scary
zone,
over there.
and also conditioning. They're not
Lazy's not real.
Hey?
Lazy is not real. It's the things behind it. Lazy is not a real thing.
Yeah, well, you can be tired and unmotivated.
But that's not lazy.
I know what unmotivated feels like. Unmotivated means it's like literally you don't feel inspired. Like nothing. It's like...
Okay, so get inspired.
That's right. You have to... And do you know what gets me inspired? Like going and doing a course or going to an event. Fuck that. Going to an event,
That's like right. Every time we go to an event, you're like,
I'm
oh my
like,
God, yeah,
man,
I'm back.
I'm doing this. Like when we did the retreat, as soon as we finished retreat, we literally went and booked a huge villa in Bali, and we're like, we're going to go and give this to the public, which we haven't released the dates for yet. But, you know, for me, I'm like, this is what people need. And I'm like, oh, I need this. And music inspires me. Every time I listen to music, I'm like, I want to play more music. I'm like, you know, it G's me up. It gets me in a really creative mood. Breath work also helps me feel more motivated to want to take action. But even when you're at the sense of being super motivated and super inspired, sometimes you still procrastinate. And I think like of course it's mindset. First of all, just believing in it, trusting as well. So even if you don't believe or know sort of the outcome, just trusting that, just keep taking the steps. Even if the money's not there, even if the plan isn't there, just trust that, just one step in front of the other.
But also probably lack of clarity. What are the next steps?
Sometimes of course. That's why I'm saying trust. Just trust the steps.
But so in Web Success, like on a Monday, we have the boardroom and activate session.
So you get clear.
So we map out your week. So you know the top 3 things you're working on, your non-negotiables. So we've got our 5 non-negotiables for Web Success. So the 5 things. If people in our community just do those 5 things in our community, and that's all, they didn't do any of the courses, they didn't do anything else, but they showed up into the 5 things, they're guaranteed success.
Life-changing. Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing.
Sorry, guys, I got a bit of a cold.
And it's all about just, we believe in showing up.
Well, okay, here's a perfect example. Today has been a hell of a day.
The whole week.
And
you have every right to not be in that chair today.
The whole week has been a hell of a week, and it's only Monday.
I meant the week building up.
I know. But yeah, you're right. You both said to me before we got on here, he goes, you're the perfect example of action. You have every right to not be in the seat today. So today, I woke up at 1:45. I got a message, a phone call from my mum. My son had a seizure back in Australia. I had back-to-back one-to-one meetings after that as well. I had Web Success just got launched, so I'm going through the whole portal. That happened. I'm really, really sick. And I've got the podcast. I could have cancelled the podcast. We could have done that. Do I want to be here? Not really. I'm not feeling the best. Am I here to give you guys the best feeling?
Feeling inspired and motivated and energetic.
I'm not feeling inspired and energetic and motivated. My head is pounding right now. Yeah. I'm a little bit congested. But guess what? I still did the thing.
Why?
Even though I didn't want to.
Why?
Because I'm here for the people. I committed. This was something that was booked in my calendar. I get it done. I don't let my excuses be my shit. I don't get involved. I don't get in my head. I don't let my emotions or feelings dictate. I made a plan. Here it is in the plan. It's in my schedule. I get it done.
Sometimes that's where being a people pleaser is good, because you show up, but you're still showing up for the wrong reasons if you're showing up for other people in your life.
There's nothing good about people pleasing. You can have empathy and stuff like that, 100%. But in people pleasing, you're doing it to please you don't either get rejected or people you fit in or whatever.
Like you.
No, I'm all like cut the people pleasing shit. I was that for many, many years. Same with you.
That's right. And you know what? In the long run, when you're a people pleaser, I'm just taking back the way I said that.
Yeah.
I said sometimes it's good. I mean, it's not good, because in the long run, you're just running around for everyone else, and you're not a good leader. People pleasers are never good leaders, because you're so worried about the validation of others. And this is what I mean. Like, people come to me all the time wanting to be coaches and shit, but yet they get offended when they're in a container and they're not included in something. And I'm like,
yes,
you shouldn't be a fucking leader, because if you're worried about what everyone else is thinking about you, you're never going to give the right advice and not. You're not
going to be a good leader if you're only going to show up. You're only going to show up to the ability that you can show up for yourself.
Plus, you're going to take things personally, which will make you, a leader is someone who is completely unbothered, and they're so.
Well, here's an example. Last week,
they take their feelings out of it.
Last week, I had a client put something up on social media. She's a coach. She put something up on social media. She's going through some shit.
Very negative, yeah.
And I messaged her. I said, babe, I know you're going through a hard time right now. Not okay.
Yeah.
I said, I want you to go back and look at that video, and I want you to ask yourself, would you want to go to you and that energy? Right. All right? And she was like, oh my God, babe, like, fuck, you're right.
But what are you trying to get out of that?
And then she goes, hang on. And then I go, okay, cool. She goes, can I take it out? I said, absolutely take it out. I said, that is not inspiring at all. That is unmotivated. I said, she had leaky boundaries. She was like, hey guys, it's the last one to join my program. However, I'm probably going to let you come if it's a couple of days later. But I said, fuck that off. I said, that's not you stepping in power. Then she came back and she did the best reel. She's like, because I said to her, go to the shower, have a shower, cry in the shower, do what you got to do.
And then she made content out of it.
And she made the best content. And she was like, okay, maybe I took it a little bit far. And I said, no, you didn't. That's you. That's power. But also, do you not want to know what she did in that moment? She owned her power. That was real life, how she was feeling. So when she showed up in that reel, that was not her acting. That was actually, she was her crying in the shower.
And then people are like, I fucking get this.
Get it. Like, she was able to use what was going on internally to attract the right clients, be like, yep, cool, that's what I'm going through. Because guess what? Just because she's having a shitty day, we all have shitty days, just because she's letting life fuck her for a moment till she got her power back, that's okay. Yeah. Because then she remembered, we all have those moments, guys. Please don't think that I don't have those moments. I had someone the other day say, you're always so confident. There are times that I don't feel confident. There are times that I feel fat and gross and yuck, and I'm not feeling inspired and happy. I'm not confident all the time. Sometimes I might have a couple of shitty things happen to me. But you're happy
with yourself.
I'm happy, yeah. But there might be a couple of things
that... you don't need validation from other people.
I don't need validation from other people. There's a couple of things.
And you're not insecure.
Oh my God. I'm going to kill you. You butt into me, I'm going to kill you. Deep breath. It's one thing to have a business or even the best product or service. But let's be real. When no-face Jackie32 jumps on Instagram throwing those nasty comments and you make it mean something about you, it doesn't matter how good your business is, you will crumble. That's why you need us.
Welcome to We Breathe Success, the ultimate experience for aspiring business owners, entrepreneurs, and coaches who are ready to break through to the next level.
Hi, I'm Kirsty Waddingham.
And I'm Bo Drury.
We're not just any mindset business mentorship. We are the world's best when it comes to mindset, breakthrough, and transformation.
Our approach combines breakthrough breathwork, powerful mindset techniques, manifestation, and strategic business coaching, setting you up for each week for success and action.
If you're truly serious about unlocking explosive growth, you're in the right place.
Success starts with one essential foundation, your mindset. Without it, even the best business strategies will fall apart.
That's why we go deeper than traditional coaching. We offer advanced biohacking and mindset reprogramming.
Your network is your net worth, and now you have access to ours. With all of this, success isn't just a possibility, it's your only option.
We're here to help you break through your old limits, step into extraordinary success, and create unstoppable momentum for growth. We cover it all: mindset, somatic strategy, community, and connection.
So are you ready to be the leader, visionary, and powerhouse that you were meant to be? Click the link below. Let's book a call.
Anyway, don't even know what I say now because I totally lost my train of thought. But what I'm saying in that moment is that I'm not her cheerleader.
Yeah.
I'm not here to be her best friend. And the reason why I'm a great leader is because I don't care if she's offended by it. If you're triggered by it, awesome. Because it's my job to see you win. I want to see you at that top. This isn't winning. This isn't main character. This is side bitch energy. I don't want side bitches for you. I want you main character.
You know when you have friends, like if just say like, and this isn't a bad thing, but just say your friends are like, oh, really cool video, really liked it, but they're not seeing what we see as coaches. You come in and be like, oi, this is unconfident, unhealed energy. Yeah. I want you to fucking take that.
I know where you're going.
That's right.
I know what you want.
And we also know the potential of these people and how good they are. And they're not shining that light as bright as they could. And then when you shine it onto them, they have a choice of either going like, oh, I'm not good enough, blah, blah, and push back, which is what we have a lot. And then used to, when I first become a coach, and I'm still seeking attention and validation. If I said something to someone and they had a moment, I was like, look, I'm sorry. Now I'm like, I'm not sorry. I want better for you, and I know that you're fucking better than this. Yeah. And this is what you need to be doing, not this bullshit.
But I'm not mum.
Exactly. Go do your breath work. Yeah. Go do your shit. Go fucking recalibrate. Go have a fucking beer and put yourself to bed. Let's start again tomorrow.
Exactly.
Even like you said, go have a wine. Look, I'm not saying that alcohol.
I did say go have a wine, but I said, oi, if you're wrong with wine, please don't do that.
That's exactly right.
And then I was like, didn't see much of blah, blah,
But how many times have we been like, fuck it, it's a hard week, we're going to have a drink. And we go have a drink. And then you said, like, last night, right? Last week was absolutely hectic.
Yeah.
And then we went and had a drink and some fucking good food. And then we just dropped in and we're like, yep. And then we talked about what we're going to move forward and doing in business and things like that. But my thing is, like, you know, some people have said to me, like, you're a little bit of a hard coach. Like, if I'm hard on you, it means I care about you because I know you can do better. And it means I love you.
Yeah.
If I'm like not giving you, if I'm cold, then that means I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. And that's what people don't understand. Like, if I always say, if Kirsty's in front of you talking at you or to you, that means she cares. Because if you don't see Kirsty, that means she doesn't give a fuck.
I'm cut off.
You are very cold and you were very cut off. And I'm like, even if you got the chance to be in Kirsty's space, like, be so fucking grateful because she is underneath you, pushing you to the fucking top. And if you can't see that, and if you're taking it personally and being like, oh, well, blah, 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 then you're just, like, not ready for any of this.
Yeah, it's
like, it's just not your time for
And I think that's probably something that a lot of people, you know, when I say I'm actually an introvert, I'm an extrovert only around people that I want to be an extrovert around. I am
for a limited time.
For a limited amount of time. I am a you watch my battery get low, like Bo literally watches it. Watch like I'm like like full, and I give 100%. Whatever I do, I give 100%, and he's watching it go, and then he'll come up to me and he's like, "It's gone, isn't it?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I'll just
at a social event, you'll be around at the same table as me, having a drink, whatever, eating food, and then I'll feel like a Kirsty vibe is like not around me. I can't hear her, and you'll be in the corner, either nodding your head, being trauma dumped on, or someone's trying to. I'm like, no coaching at social events, and you'll be like sitting there like, yep. All right, yep. And I'll watch your head and your body movement. I'm like, she's checked out. And I'll come over and like, do you want to go? And I'm like, I want to stay. Like, me, when I'm in a social event, my energy, right?
Your battery's getting full.
So,
but then there's been multiple times that I'm like, hey, you stay. And I've just jumped in a cab and gone home. Because I'm okay with my environment.
Let's talk about me for a second.
Ooh.
But the last week you've been like, what your fun cup's not filled.
Yeah.
The kids are in school, so like when we first got here, we were going out and doing heaps of fun stuff on the weekends and stuff. And at the moment, the kids are going to school. They want to chill at home on the weekend. They don't want to go out and do freaking touristy stuff. I do. I love it. But you were like, what do you need to do? Like, we were going to go down to Abu Dhabi and see Bill Burr. We got Limp Bizkit coming here soon. We've got the UFC is going to be here, but I think we're going to be in Turkey. But we got Turkey coming up as well, which is cool.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, you need to fill that cup up. Like, what do you need to do? I literally, like, people in Dubai, literally, like, we go to, like, pubs, taverns, you know, bars, whatever you want to call it, hotels, restaurants, everything, right? When you go out, you can even go to like beach clubs and stuff here. Everything is freaking dead during the day because it's so hot, especially it's summer right now. But like everything starts, like people, our friends that are here are like, do you want to come over for dinner? 9:30 p.m. And they've got kids and stuff as well. It's this thing. We went to the mall the other night on a weekend at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. All the families are out. Yeah. Kids are out in prams, everything.
What about, what time is the entertainment start at that pub? And he's like, probably kicks off around 12. And I'm like, midnight?
12 o'clock, they had the music.
Midnight, the band starts at midnight.
Yeah.
Just normal, like,
bands,
singing,
dances,
all the entertainment. But no, I'm well and truly asleep.
I know, and you get up at 3. And I've been trying to like book us in to do some cool stuff, like shows here. And, you know, even like we go out to a restaurant and the restaurant's dead with only people in it at 5 p.m. Which is bizarre for me.
But for Bo, like, and this is probably the beautiful thing about our relationship is that we know each other so well. You know, I watched you over the last couple of weeks and I'm like, you're becoming unfulfilled. You're not in the same, like, I'm inspired because I'm working. I love what I do.
We've got a lot of needles moving in our business.
We've got a lot of needles moving in the business, but I'm the driver of that, and I'm filling up my cup.
And you love it.
That's what works for me. As long as I'm in work and doing my thing, and then getting to come home to my family, sit on the couch and my kids and my partner, I'm happy. I'm fulfilled. You're so used to, like, you know, being around a whole lot of people, and like people that you want to hang out with are doing things so late at night, and you can't, like, you're too tired. I'm like, baby, go out. And you're like, I can't, like, I'm so tired. Like, you know, when we went to go do a breathwork event, it was like 8:30 at night. You're like, I can't do breathwork at 8:30 at night. I'm sleeping then, you know? Yeah. And so, but I watched you start to become a little bit less of yourself, and you're like, you know, no, I'm fine, I'm good. I'm like, you're not fulfilling the cup that drives you. You got to realize what your partner's value systems are. For him, one of his very strong value systems is fun.
Yeah.
Social, hanging out, that is one of your value systems. At the moment, the cups might be full as in like you're living in a nice home, you've got money in the bank, you've got your kids and your family, and you're doing some social activities, but you're not filling up the one cup that really makes you alive. Because when you go out and hang out with your friends and do your thing, you come back and you're an awesome. I mean, you're awesome all the time, but you're fun. The cup's been filled up. So that's why it's super important for everyone's cups, whatever their value system is.
I always talk this about people. I'm like, what do you love doing? And then they rattle off all the things they love doing. And I'm like, when was the last time you did any of that? Especially guys. Guys come to me full of anger. And they're like, what do you love doing? They're like, I love fishing, riding my motorbike. I like playing music. I'm like, all right, what have you done lately? I just work and I'm a dad. And
so do you think that you would take more action in life if you filled up some of the value cups that drive you, which is fun for you?
Yep. And then
you would take more action. You'd be inspired. You're motivated. Your creativity. Like, that's why, guys, it's super important to pour into the cups that fuel you to take action, so you don't sit in that low energy. Do you want to talk a little bit about our baseline shapeshifter? How we get out of these low energies and how we move the needle in our business.
So it's all good and well talking about, all right, take more action, but surrounding yourself with people and stuff like that. But
let's give you some tools.
Let's give you some tools. So what I want you to do is we'll put it up on the screen. But what we're going to imagine is that we've got.
First of all, so in Weight-Based Success, we have our diagram on what it is with baseline. So if you're watching this, it's baseline and shapeshifter.
I want you to imagine a square with 4 quarters. So you've got 4 little squares inside one big square. And on the right side, you've got the top one is high energy. And then the left side is high energy at the top. And then the bottom 2 are low energy. Now, the right side is both negative and the left side is both positive. So at the top right corner, you would have high energy negative, and in the bottom right corner you would have low energy negative, and on the left side, the top left corner, you would have positive high energy, and then on the bottom left corner you would have low positive energy. Now, for me, we had an argument about this the other day.
First of all, explain it. What does it mean?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
So
then we'll get into our argument.
Yeah. So the top right energy, the high energy negative, is anger, frustration, stressed out, anxiety attacks, panic attacks. Right, and then your low energy negative is like depressed, sad, lethargic, no energy, isolating yourself, unmotivated, all that sort of stuff.
I do love how you just went into that emotion, like you went into the emotion.
I felt it. That's why embodiment's so important.
100%.
Your wording and your embodiment is so important, and your language is so important.
100%.
And then you've got on the left side the high energy is like excitement and happiness and
let's go
and
driven, excited,
and ambition, all that
creativity.
Sort of stuff. Then your low positive energy on the left bottom side is like calm.
Creativity. Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Journaling, all that kind of thing.
No, that's a tool.
Okay. Gratitude.
But gratitude, they're all the low energy, positive though, low energy. Now, me and Kirsty were telling the other day, all right, so what are the tools? So the tools...
So just one that for a second. So you guys you'll always be in one of those squares. And you'll probably be in multiple throughout the day. You could be in multiple
and
squares.
You could be heavier in some.
You could be angry. You could be angry and sad.
And there could be a needle that pushes you around, and you might go all the way up into anger and come back down and like
the main thing is on this diagram is that you want to push out from the high like the anger or whatever, or the depression, like on that side, and on that
you
side
want to be more of the left side.
You want to go more on the left hand side. So the idea is to always get back over to the left.
You want to be at a baseline though. Like we all have a window of tolerance, which is sympathetic and parasympathetic, which is, we want to be at, like when we're working and stuff, we want to be in a high positive energy, and when we're relaxing, we want to be in a low positive energy. But also, I always say check on your happy friends, because the people that are the loudest and, the crazy and funny.
The ones that are always there for other people.
That's right. The caring people, they're overcompensating for something inside of them, always. And that's why I say what comes up comes down.
That's what makes them the most amazing friend, is because they don't want you to feel the pain that they feel, so they overcompensate for that.
That's right. And they're overcompensating by being too much and loud and excited and
always
happy.
there for you.
That's right. But the outgoing people that are really happy, the ones that take their lives and you're like, oh, I had no idea. That's because they're putting on a front because they're overcompensating for the low inside, and everything goes up comes down.
100%.
That's why, like, when we talk about a baseline, it's like you say, oh, you're feeling like this, and you want to feel like this. So up and down, and you want to feel straight. So the idea is to come back to baseline, because you're allowed to feel angry, pissed off, anxious, nervous, and all those sort of things. It's not like, oh, I fucked up because I felt that today, because something may make you feel like that. Of course, the more control and stuff you have is great, but it's about bringing yourself back to baseline quicker. And how do you do that?
And faster,
And faster. So, like I said, you're going to get moments in your life where you are fucking pissed. You're going to get moments in your life where you're tired and unmotivated and stuff like that. That's okay, but yeah, bringing yourself back. So how do we do that? So we have tools, all right? So some of the tools that we have, let's talk about the inceptors first, the interrupters. So what that is, okay, I'll get Kirsty to explain them, but what that is to go, okay, I've got the tools and I've got the emotion. But a lot of people react so much out of emotion. Like, how many people do something and then after the emotion go, I'm sorry, or I didn't mean to do that, or fuck, now I'm in trouble because I punched someone and now I got to go to court, or I hurt someone I loved with
and now I don't feel that way. Like, fuck, what I say there.
And now I'm out of the emotion. So the idea is to go, well, how do I incept? Or if you're in the low energy, sitting on the couch, depressed and low, how do I take myself, forget about the tool.
What we need to do is get you back over the others. And we need to, the whole reason is to try and get you back over to the other side as fast as possible.
So first of all, it's the awareness. The awareness is like, okay, I'm in this emotion. I'm angry, I'm depressed, I'm whatever. So what can I do? What are 3 things that I can do right now?
So I've got 3 main tools in We Breathe Success.
They're not the tools, they're in the receptors.
I know, but these are 3 main tools that we use in We Breathe Success. These are actually protocols that we use.
Okay, it is a tool.
So 3 tools that we use in We Breathe Success, I'll say it again, is that we've got 3. So we've got, the first thing is we count the 5 and snap. So the 5 and snap is you count down, you're breathing in, you breathe in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then on the exhale, you exhale, and then you click your finger, or you clap, or you jump. You choose an action to take to break the pattern, and then you go, okay, cool, I'm not doing this shit anymore. So you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out. Click your finger. All right, I'm jumping out of that. Then you jump into another tool to get you back over to that side. So we'll talk about that in a second. The other inceptor tool that we have is called Fuck It Bucket. So the Fuck It Bucket is to write down all the things that are coming up for you. Now, everyone in the program, you've got to choose a day that you take out the trash. I usually say to people, use it trash day because it's easy to remember. So any of those doubts and fears and things that come up, I'm not good enough, my confidence, and stuff, you're going to acknowledge it. You're going to write it on the piece of paper. Then you're going to check it in the Fuck It Bucket, which is a symbol to go, fuck it, I'm not available for this. This is not adding value to my life. It's about you catching it and going, I'm not available for this. I'm going to put it into my Fuck It Bucket. And then you take that out once a week. Then we have worry time. So worry time is that every single day you are filled. The moment you wake up, your mind is good to go. It's got all the worries coming in. Did I leave the kettle on? Did I do this? Did I do that? Did I upset this person? Should I do that? Like, all these things are coming up. The thing is to start being intentional with your mind, intentional with your time. So these worries come up, you put them on a piece of paper. So you go at 2 o'clock every day, you might deal with your worries. So 2 o'clock every day, any worry that comes in, you're like, okay, cool, I'm acknowledging that. I hear you, write it down on your piece of paper. Come 2 o'clock, I want you to have a look at that list. And then I want you to go through, is that still a worry? And majority of those times, most of that list, there's no more worries on there. And if there's a couple more worries that you're still worried about right now in the moment, okay, cool, what do I need to do? What's the solution? What do I need to work on? Do I need to communicate? Do I need to cut off? Do I need to pay it? Or whatever the challenge or the situation is, what is the solution? My thing here is that majority of the time, the worries are just bullshit, the white noise.
You're also wiring your mindset to look for a solution rather than focus on the negative or the problem. Like we always say, problem-based mindsets will always find the problem in every situation.
Every solution.
And every solution mindset will find the solution in every problem in every situation.
That's exactly right. And another thing with the worry time and the Fuck It Bucket, it is training your mind to go, okay,
does that really matter?
I've got it. I hear you. I'm feeling that. I'm tuning in. but I'm intentionally using my time because right now I'm focused on my 3 needle moving actions in my business, or I'm focused on family. I'm going to deal with that later. And I've become very, very good to go, you might come to me like, hey, can you look at this? I'm like, I'll look at it in 10. Right now I'm focusing on this. That's so right. I'm time blocking consistently. I'm very intentional with my time because my time is important for me. So that's the Inception tools.
It gives you access and permission to let go quickly too.
100%.
Because you need to let go of this emotion, because if you want to stay in that because your ego, right? Your ego wants you to stay in that anger. Nah, fuck that guy. He fucking pulled out in front of me. Like, I'm going to catch up to him, whatever. You're not accepting. Like, if you take that breath and count down.
Does it really matter?
And then put Am I gonna worry in 1 week that this guy cut out in front of me?
No,
you're not. You're going to forget about it.
Yeah.
He's never going to think about you again. So like, and that's what we said the other day. Like, if someone is worrying about being cut off in front of, they obviously don't have big enough problems. You got small itty bitty problems in your life.
100%. And I just had this memory drop into my mind, and this is crazy. And I don't know why this has always stuck with me. Carson was literally like a few months old. So he's 20 now for everyone. Would you like my water? Here you go. He's 20 now. He was only a few months old. And I was running. Yep, that's right. I was running with my pram, and I used to be very, very into fitness then. I was running with my pram, and I was concentrating. I had my headphones on, and a car was coming out of a driveway. The lady stopped, and she was obviously already in a pissed off mood. And she winds down her window, and she goes, "What's with the sad face? What's wrong with you?"
To you?
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, sorry, like what?" And I took out my headphone, and she goes, "Why are you so angry?" I said, I'm sorry, like I was running. I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, I'm just doing my own thing. She is in a pissed off mood. I can only imagine what type of human she is going into life every single day. She took it
projection of how she's 100%.
Feeling. She took it she made it look like that I was pissed off that she'd cut me off because I was running. I was so unaware that was even the case. I was stopping because a car was coming out. Of course I'm going to stop. See how there was 2 different things going on there?
But that's because she would have been pissed off if she was in your situation. She's telling you why you're pissed off, but really it is the opposite. And this is why everything I say is projection in life. It doesn't matter. If you say to someone, "I'm proud of you," then that means there is an element that's proud of yourself.
100%.
Or that you're proud of other people. So it is always a constant projection. But let's go into the tools. So, all right, so we've got high energy, low energy, we've got negative, we've got positive, we've got inceptors or pattern disruptors, which means, you're in it, and now you've stopped and you've brung the awareness to it.
And the reason why you've got to have the inception is because not always you can get over to the other side. So sometimes you need the pattern breaker, that's right? That's why we have them.
Yep. So you're in it, and now you've pattern interrupted, and you bring your awareness to it. Now, how do I get myself? Now, first of all, you got to know where you want to go. Now, for me personally, I want to do the opposite thing. And I'll let you talk.
Yeah, but talk about the tools first.
We're going to argue here.
Talk about the tools first, and then go to what?
Right.
Yeah.
But what tools do we have? All right. So because we want to get to the positive side.
Yeah.
So if we want to be a positive high energy, what are we doing? We're dancing, we're exercising, we're weightlifting, we're ice baths, we are
we're laughing, we're going out partying,
maybe, we're going to events, we're socializing. That's high energy, positive, right? All the things to feel that.
Yeah, to go the high vibration, high energy.
That's right. Yeah. And so that they're all tools. What can we action? We can do all that. What are the low? I love the low ones as well. Low ones are good for me because I'm already high energy all day.
Yep, all days.
So the low energy would be journaling. Now, journaling saved my life. I'm going to talk about that on the outro of this podcast. And you've got meditation. You've got light breath work.
Gratitude.
We could put breakthrough breath work at high energy. I forgot about that
writing.
one. Gratitude writing, which is a part of journaling.
Breath work, meditation, manifestations.
For some people, they might be both. You know what I mean? They might have. They might say. Like we had one the other day, someone said ice bath really relaxes me. When I get out, I feel relaxed. That's cool. And I'm not saying that, it's not a one size fit all, but it's, most people who dance or go out to a high energy event, it's going to be high energy emotion, right?
Yeah.
You might go to an event that's breathwork and meditation. That's a low energy event.
Yeah.
But still, I think it's high energy because you're around people, and that's why I'd consider it. But anyway, you've got those tools, right? Can you think of any low energy tools? Going for a walk in nature.
Go for a walk, a swim maybe.
I was just about to say swim.
Well, swim,
like a nice
beach.
swim could be relaxing. Sunlight.
Massages.
Massage is definitely low energy, unless you go to some crazy ass massage. But
I mean, we don't judge over here. Whatever massage.
Whatever massage you're into.
Yeah.
But so like you got all those tools. Now, all right, so you're in a high or low negative energy.
Let's say we're high.
Okay. No, wait. Let me just say this. All right. Let me say all of it.
Is this annoying you? Yes. Can we just appreciate how annoying it is?
It's projection. Yes. I know. I interrupted you a lot. Now I don't
24/7, guys.
All right. You're in the low or the higher negative energy. All right. And now you want to come into the positive high low energy. Yep. You've incepted, which means you've caught yourself with one of the tools. You've count down from 5. You've taken a breath, a star jump. You have put things in the fuck it bucket, or you've documented your worry time. Okay. Now you're in the awareness of it. Now I want to come over to use the high energy positive tools or the low energy positive tools. Now which one do I use? For me, Kirsty and I had an argument about this the other day. For me, if I'm in low energy, if I'm depressed, if I'm unmotivated, if I am feeling lethargic, tired, isolating myself, I want to go and do a high energy, positive tool. So I want to go out, I want to dance, I want to laugh, I want to, go to an event, I want to go out and do that. Gym, big hard workout, ice bath. Okay? Kirsty...
You keep going.
Okay. All right. So, and then if I'm in high energy, like I'm pissed, I'm anxious, I'm having a panic attack, I am furious, I'm angry, my heart rate is up, I am absolutely pissed off, whatever, then I am going to want to come down and do a low energy positive tool, which may be sit and journal my feelings, sit in some breath, slow everything down, completely go into some slow breath work and lower the heart rate. Go for a nice walk, listen to some soft music. Music's on we forgot about. Yeah. High energy and low energy music's great for putting you in energy. Mm-hmm. But, or listening to, the sound of the ocean or whatever, like doing all the low energy stuff for me.
So for me, when I'm in a high energy, like I'm angry and pissed off or whatever, like I want to go do hard shit. I want to go into an ice bath. I want to go to the gym. I want to punch. I want to go to Muay Thai. I want to do something that's going to like channel that high energy and then bring it into a positive high energy. If I'm in a low, and I say this because I've dealt with depression majority of my life up until probably the last 5 years where I've had a real good handle on depression because I have really good regulated tools now, and I can get myself into baseline very, very fast. But there'll be a couple of things there. Either I do an inception first, so I can incept the pattern to get myself out of it. If I'm unmotivated, if I'm feeling low, there's no way that my low depressed state can get over the other side. I don't want to get an ice bath in there. If I did an ice bath in the low, I think it would actually hurt my skin. Like that's how I would feel. I want to go, okay, cool, I'm going to do some breath work because I want to get back up to the high because that's as my personality. I want to stay in that high frequency. That's where I like to get. So I go down. So if I'm here, I go down, cross, and then up. Okay. That's how I work. I like that. So it's like a stepping thing. Okay, cool. So we'll go do some breath work. It's interesting because you're someone who likes to do hard. You like to do hard things. You even associate hard work with reward, which has been a massive self-sabotage for you because I pulled over one day in Bali and I was like, but what if it wasn't hard? And then it woke in this thing in you because you're like, sometimes you have a go at me because you're like, I'm a unicorn, so I'll make heaps more money in the business by doing less, where you'll work your ass off to get the result. Yeah, he would get freaking this money for no reason.
We were having dinner and I was drinking beers and I sold 4 WeBe Success mentorships while sitting at lunch having a beer. Yeah. And you would work your ass off all week to get it. And you do amazing other things in the background. Now, let me just tell you, you're not the sales, I am. Yeah. So that's a different thing to compare.
But the beautiful thing there
is that you do a lot of the background shit that no one sees.
That's exactly right. But I enjoy that. You do not.
That's right. And I enjoy sales calls and I enjoy talking to people.
You and me work well. Because you enjoy doing all the talking. I might get you in my container. I'll change your life.
That's right.
I don't want to go out there to find you. If you want me, I'm here.
Yeah, but you're very good at running ads.
Well, I'm good at the back end. Yeah. I love this. I love business. Business excites me. I love everything that people have in WeBe Success. That's all my work. I love that. I love innovation. They all know that, yeah. I love innovation. You're good.
That's right. But our last thing.
And then,
what if it gets to be easy?
Yeah, what if it gets to be easy?
No,
what if it wasn't hard?
No. Remember we were at the table the other day and we high-fived and we were like, that saying we said?
Oh, yeah.
It gets to be easy.
It gets to be easy.
And then when all
I was
those...
like, wow, it gets to be easy.
Take a deep breath. It gets to be easy. This is the new energy I want to be in. You know, buying back your time, not working so hard, which we've learned from some huge mentors that we have in our life. Dan Martell, shout out to him.
Yeah.
He's taught us a lot about buying back your time.
Yeah.
And
he changed the game for us this year. In the last 6 months, we've scaled the business like almost 10x the business in the last 6 months. Working less, hiring the right team.
Because one thing Dan Martell talks about is that most business owners and entrepreneurs try to do everything themselves, and they try to wear all these hats.
Even when they get the team, they still try to take control.
And that's letting go of control.
One of the things that he said in the book, which really was like, you shouldn't be in your emails.
Yeah.
And I was like, and there was a part that he said that was someone that he was coaching was like, yeah, but I've got personal things that go into the email as well. Like, what about that? He's like, you're just going to sign an NDA.
We never got a VA probably till 1 year or 2 year in business, and we've got people that are only months in business, and we're like, get a VA, and they're like, I'm not ready for that, and I'm like, trust me,
you're ready. You don't know.
Then the guy that I said this to, he's trying to do graphic design himself. Like I'm good at graphic design and video editing, but you know, he's trying to make these things and it's just frustrating him, and he's wasting so much time on it.
All the things.
Yep. And I'm like, hire a VA that's this job, and then he did, and now his posts are awesome, his social media is amazing, his video editing's great.
But what the crazy thing is, remember when he started and he goes, you know, like, but I fought hardly any hours to give them. I said, trust me, you think that all of a sudden.
Now he's like, I need another one for something else.
Yes.
And I'm like, now your business will grow because you're giving someone.
He also just sold out his event.
Yes, he did sell out of his event. And that is because he is getting time back to do what he's really good at, while his VAs are doing things that they are, one, good at, and two, they're paid to do.
100%.
So you know what I mean? Like, and also the third one, which is really important, things you don't want to do. Even if you're good at something, if you're going to get someone who's 60, 70% as good at that, like graphic design, just say you're a really good graphic design, but you don't want to spend your time doing that all day. You could hire 4 VAs to do graphic design. If it's at least 60% of what you want, then you can scale it and grow it while you're worrying about something else. Yeah. So anyway, that's something, and it's definitely getting the right people in. Let me say, we've had like 20 VAs. We've gone through agencies, we've done it privately, and it's just part of hiring and firing.
It's also, I think, like, you know, when you can start to afford to pay for different staff, I think that's also another thing as well. Knowing not to over,
sometimes
knowing what department they're going to be in. Also, being a strong leader yourself. So what I've truly realized, you know, probably over the last few months, is that I just needed someone to get my ideas and then do the strategic side of things. And now I have, a chief of staff, and she's incredible. And now she
takes the idea and trickles
she makes it
down.
happen. And I'm like, oh my God, yes, like now it's working, because then I can say in innovation, I can say in creativity, I can
also,
say in my genius.
You kind of like come in and go, hey, I need a 1 hour YouTube video edited with all the music and all the effects and all the things. Can you have that done for me in an hour? That's like a day and a half's work. And like she would understand that, and then she would do realistic tools.
What the best thing is about her is that she is very similar to me, and so she
high expectations,
and that's what I needed. I needed someone to have the same high expectations.
But and my thing on this whole thing is, like, once you start hiring the right people and stepping back at things you don't want to do, that you don't like doing, that you don't have time to do, and that you're not good at, then your business will really start growing. And you've seen, like, these guys that we're talking about that have now hired VAs, their social media looks professional. They've got online programs releasing and all this stuff, which would never have happened. And most of the time, people get so overwhelmed on all these things that they're trying to work out, and technology and programs and all that sort of shit, that they just go, fuck this, like, it's too hard. So
and there's a lot of hats when you're in business. There's a lot of hats, but there's one thing I want to say from today's episode is that for one, we talked about action, and that knowledge isn't not power. Like, you need to take action. Knowledge is action is the one that's going to get you the key metrics that you're looking for.
And having VAs and other people in your business will help you take way more action.
But also, with that grid, our whole role is to get back into baseline as fast as possible. Get back over to the high positives, to be in that creative flow and in that energy. But the other thing that I wanted to say on this, which I think has just completely left my mind, which I was trying to say, was dun dun dun.
I don't know. I was going to talk about how journaling changed my life on the outro.
Talk.
Dun, 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 dun. I was waiting for your
thought to come back.
All right. I was just going to say that journaling is very important. Obviously, your brother just went through a really bad breakup, and I had a call with him, and my advice was to journal. I found journaling by accident. I also used to use breath work to put myself to sleep as a kid, so it's another thing. A lot of the things that we use in We Be Success, we've actually taken on in our own lives.
Yeah.
And when I was in a high emotional state, what I realised was I wrote letters to my ex-partner when it was fresh, and I was like...
While he was with me still as well.
Yeah, of course, because I was processing so many emotions.
Which, can I just say, which was the amazing part of our relationship, because I understood that not many people would be able to understand that, because you were writing a letter,
talking to her,
but you were writing a letter to your ex, and I think in a new relationship that could be extremely there's a lot of insecurity come from that, but I didn't have...
Some of it was a letter, like some of it was like, fuck you, you know, I can't believe you've done this, and then other days I'd feel like, I'm sorry, like I wish we could have worked, and then other days it was like, I fucking heard this about you, I knew that you would do this to me, blah blah, and then something else would trigger me from a conversation or seeing something on TV, or watch a song comes on that reminds you of him, and all these feelings. And what I noticed was, the more I wrote out, the more I felt like it left me.
Yeah.
Like as I wrote it down, I just notes in my phone, and I literally...
Keep going, I'm just going to write it down.
literally felt like in that moment, it was leaving me. And then also what I realized was 10 minutes later, I didn't feel any of that anymore. Didn't feel that anger towards her. So I felt like it was going and leaving, but at the same time, I felt like it was processing. So I felt like it was getting out of my head. It wasn't cycling.
Yeah.
What's it
you
called?
weren't looping.
It wasn't looping.
Yeah.
Like anger. And thoughts. What I realized at that moment was that emotions don't last long.
No.
And emotions,
90 seconds.
How many?
90.
90 seconds is an emotion, right? So in that moment, I noticed... But
it's the stories that you create.
The thoughts are what cause the emotion.
Yeah.
But if you get the thoughts out onto paper, onto your notepad, whatever, then the thought goes because you stop forgetting about it, then the emotion leaves.
100%.
So that for me was massively like... A massive thing was like, and this thing ended up being hell long, and then I ended up getting a new phone and I didn't worry about it. I was supposed to I wanted to print it out and burn it and then delete it, and it meant something like, a ceremony of letting go and stuff like that, which we've done at our retreats.
Yeah.
But I'd done so much work on myself that I didn't even feel like I needed to do that.
100%.
And now, like, if I saw my ex or whatever, I'd be like, hello, I hope you're doing well. And I first started embodying it by saying, like, if I talk to people, I'd say, I hope you're doing well. If someone talked about my ex, I'd be like, I hope she's doing well. Yeah. And really deep down, I didn't. I was like, I fucking hate her, blah, blah, blah. But I started embodying and saying it because that's what I wanted to feel.
Yeah.
And eventually, one day, I heard something bad about her and her family, and I felt bad. And then that moment, I'm like, do I want good for her? And I'm like, well, yeah, of course I do. And then then it was like a holy shit.
Yeah.
All that shit's gone. And I don't hate her. I don't blame her. I've taken accountability and responsibility for my side. I've seen all the growth and the gratitude that I've had from that relationship. And, you know, back to you, like you dealt with so much of that end of that relationship, which a lot of women wouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the shit that was going on, people calling me, my emotions, seeing something on Facebook and then being triggered and blah, blah. And you've seen me, and then you just originally wanted to help me as a friend, and then we become a couple.
And that's the foundation of it. We're friends. Right. We're friends.
That's why our relationship's so good. But you also, you're getting your boobs done or taken out, and you've been looking at all these influencer models with and you've been sending me all these BBLs and these surgeries and these tits and these asses over the last 2 weeks. And it's funny because you're sending me all the surgeons, and then you're going and finding the models and you're like, look at these boobs, look at this ass, and this is what I want to look like. And I just find it funny because I just find it funny how we have that relationship.
It's good.
It's great.
Well, I just want to say this has been an amazing episode, but the one thing I want to leave you with, which just came back to me, yes, was this. Is that a lot of people are going to sit here and go, all right, all good, talking about action and all these things, and okay, knowledge is just power, you got to take the action. So then how do you take the action? That's the kind of thing that's going to come out. So how do I take the action? All right, guys, I'm going to give you the biggest mind-dropping bomb. And it's going to be in 10 seconds. You ready for it? Just do the damn thing.
Yes.
That's it. It's that simple.
Just do it.
Just do the damn thing. And that's the end of our episode.
All right. Thanks, guys, for watching another episode of Spill the Tea with your boy Jury.
And Kirsty Waddingham bringing the truth bombs.
Yeah, and we if anything resonated with you guys, please share, please like, please get this information out there so we can help inspire and motivate more people to live a much better life and a happier, healthier, wealthier life. Like, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Let's go.
Big love.
Big love.